your early morning mentality is your every hour mentality. All gas, no brakes. Focus, purpose, power. Destined for the water, but confident everywhere else. A calming buzz before the storm, truth of nature itself. You can't catch lightning in a bottle. There's a limit out there, but it's not with your gear. Unrelenting power delivery. Unparalleled weight savings. Keeping you on the water, whether you run a 9.9 or outscoping your best 5. In this rare air, there's power in the silence. It's a mindset, thinking only of the things that matter and freeing your mind from the things that you trust.
Introducing the newest addition to our fishing series, the Sea Arc Flex. Taking multi-species fishing to a whole new level. This 21-foot, 15-degree V-bottom multi-purpose fishing boat is constructed from 125-gauge aluminum inside and out. The revolutionary 60-gallon live well system is designed to recirculate cool water from the base of the built-in rear deck ice chest. Other unique features include a sonar black box mount onto the trolling motor foot pedal recess, dedicated wireways with a clean wire harness for your electronics, 8.5-foot lockable rod box, plenty of bow and stern deck storage, fold-out boxes with tackle trays, a 41-gallon belly fuel tank. Ride comfortably with air ride seats and keep your rig looking clean with the onboard washdown pump. This is the first boat designed to accommodate virtually any type of fishing, from the coastal bay areas to the inland lakes and rivers. Additional options include the premium sea deck floor, shallow water anchor brackets, a swim ladder, and either a urethane or camouflage finish. Take fishing versatility to the next level with the all-new Sea Arc Flex.
Hey, we're live here Monday night, 7 o'clock, and we got special guest. Well, not really special guest, but John Ed Rowe, marketing director for Sea Arc Boats. So thanks everybody for joining. Lots of things coming up, lots of new cool things, lots of events coming up. Obviously, John Ed, we got a couple big things for Sea Arc Boats coming up. You know, chat a little bit about the owners tournament. Actually, that's coming in just 2 weeks?
Oh goodness, it's just right around the corner. We got it in a couple weeks. We'll be in Decatur, Alabama. Tournament will be on the 20th, April 20th. We'll be having a captain's dinner the 18th, and then fast forward to in May, which will be here before we know it, will be the owners crappie tournament on Truman Lake. It's going to be exciting, y'all. We're going to have a really good time. So if you hadn't signed up yet, come on out. It's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to have a blast. I can't believe it's already here, almost here. I'm excited, man. I'm very excited.
I know. It seems like last time I had you on, it was cold out. It was I don't even know. We maybe had our first tournament of the season at Lake of the Ozarks, and now we're like 4 tournaments in. The Sea Arc Owners Invitational is coming up in Alabama, and then we're going to be in Milford Lake, Kansas, May 4th.
Nice.
So a lot of things coming up. And the weather's looking really good finally up in west central Illinois on the Mississippi River. We kind of had a few cold fronts kind of come in, but it's warming them back up. Getting some rain, some water to hopefully bring the rivers back up to where we can use the ramps. But yeah, man. So what else you got going on?
Well, I'll tell you, we just the last few days or so opened up the new Sea Arc Life gear shop. So all you Sea Arc folks, go out there, check it out. It's seaarclife.com. There's a link on our website, seaarcboats.com as well. So however you want to get to it, just go check it out. We got a lot of really cool stuff, and we're excited. We got hats, we got shirts, hoodies, license plates, just about anything you can ask for. So go check it out, and we'll be adding more, as time goes along also. So we got some really cool stuff, had some really cool feedback, a lot of folks hitting it. It's got a lot of folks on the site, so it's been exciting. So been a long time.
Hey, so John Ed, you're a little, when it comes to fishing, you're not like just all in 100%. But recently, you just went out with John Godwin chasing some slabs. So tell us a little bit about that day on the water, and kind of you were using live scope. That's kind of your first time using live scope. Kind of go in detail on that. What's your thoughts?
Yeah, I'll be honest. So, I grew up doing your regular. I'll be the first to tell you I'm ignorant when it comes to most types of fishing. I see you guys and girls doing what you do. It blows my mind, and I'm gonna be out there. I'm a very competitive person, so I'm gonna be out there competing with y'all. Give me some time, but I got a call the other day from John Godwin, and he's like, "What are you doing?" I was driving home from the shop, and he's like, "I just caught 67 of them 67 big old slabs. You want to come out and catch some with me Saturday?" And that's a horrible impersonation of him, but we Saturday went out. We went to Lake Darbone, or however you say it, and we had a blast, man. We seriously, we got out there. We fished for about 7 or 8 hours. Like, we had a blast. Like, he was popping them out left and right, and he was showing me how to use the Garmin live scope and all that. And I tell you, for those of y'all can make fun of me, I don't care. For those of y'all that say it's easy, makes fishing this, that, whatever, it's not. And it takes some timing. It takes getting it. I was only out there a few hours, but I was starting to get it. You might ask Godwin, and he'll tell you something different. But I had a really good time, and I plan on going back. Plan on learning some more ropes on just about everything there is. So, kind of learning from the best out there. So I'm really excited about it. I can tell you how you can get addicted to it quick, because I'm ready for the next trip. I'm ready to roll. And we actually went out with we didn't do any live scope, and went out with Ryan Casey in St. Louis. We actually took a lot of the guys some guys from the shop that build these boats every single day, and don't get much chance to get on the water in one. And we took them out to Mississippi River, and man, we caught some monsters. I think the biggest of the day was right at 71, 72 pounds. Pretty good sized fish.
Yeah,
So, and speaking of weather changes, the weather was pretty cold. We got out there about 8:30 in the morning, but for that time of the year, this was 3 weeks ago. But yeah, we had a really good time. So yeah, I'm getting my feet wet, I guess you could say, a little bit here and there, and enjoying every minute of it. But Godwin, if you're watching, or if when you see this, man, I appreciate your patience again. We had a really good time. Had a blast.
Yeah, so I put live scope on my boat, and
Yeah.
I've been out with Crappie Kirby a little bit. So I've been on some boats with live scope, and obviously it's big in the crappie industry. It's really getting big in the bass industry. Because now we've had some people in catfishing getting live scope, and I think mainly for catching bait. I don't know, you don't hear a lot about people that are targeting their fish, but mainly just going out to catch bait. So I got a little video. This just past weekend. It's not great video quality, but it's wild, like what you can see. So
Wow.
Here I'm seeing some fish chase balls of shad, and it was pretty wild. So I caught some fish or some shad in this group right here. But a lot of things to learn, and I think the technology's has came a long way just in the last few years. So it'll be interesting to see the next few years of catfishing, crappie, bass, all that stuff. If they talk about outlawing it, we'll see. But yeah, Phil, I know there's a really big game going on. Actually, I've got it even pulled up on my other screen, but I was watching it, and I thought, man, I'm going to miss half this game. So we're going to kind of the goal tonight is just to kind of have a short podcast where we just kind of really get into what we got coming up, what's going on, answer your questions if you got questions on points and all that stuff. But yeah, it looks like a lot of people up in actually, John, I don't know, I'm sure you're for LSU, but LSU is against Iowa tonight. So a big game.
Yeah, I'm going for whoever's playing LSU. That's all I'll say.
Okay.
It's LSU rivalry, so
a big game. It's actually tied 45-45 at halftime. So, but anyways, like I said, there's been a lot of things going on. We're keeping the Monday stuff going, like always. Our next Twisted Cat event is going to be May 4th at Milford. We're going to be a part of the Sea Arc Owners Invitational in Decatur, Alabama, which is just a few weeks away. But But there's been so much going on in March from our Alton tournament in Fort Smith and Bassmaster Classic and the MLF stuff that at SeaArk we've been a part of that stuff. The Alton Catfish Classic just opened up registration Saturday. I know George Young's MRM event. I think we're going to be a part of that down there. I think I'm going to help him see the Vicksburg Megabucks tournament. So that's going to be fun. I think the registration just opened up for that also. So,
Yep.
So many things going on this year. Like I said, even on the SeaArk side of things, you know, the Owners Catfish Tournament, the Owners Crappie Tournament, and the Poker Run. And then 12 Twisted Cat events, Fishing for Freedom, which I think we got a meeting tomorrow night. Every once a month we meet with that. We got a lot of things going on with that. That's I hopefully, if Nate's watching, hopefully we're going to hit some record numbers this year. Like I said, if you've not been a part of Fishing for Freedom, it is such a great event, and you'll really enjoy it. It's in Quincy, Illinois. Whether you fish for bass, crappie, or catfish, you can fish the Mississippi River, several different pools. You can fish Mark Twain Lake. So we have a lot of bass anglers, catfishing, crappie. And the goal is not to just go win or, you know, try to be the best, but it's to take that veteran out, that warrior, and just show them a good time. And like I said, at Fishing for Freedom, we bring everybody in from all across the country, warriors and boaters, put them together and just have a good weekend. It's the first weekend of June. So actually it'll be May 31st, June 1st, and June 2nd. So Sunday, June 2nd will be the actual fishing time. But I'm telling you, if you've in comment on here, if you're watching, but if you've been a part of it, it is so awesome. Like I said, we did a video last year with Daybreak to kind of go over what that entails. And it's so good. To take a guy out or a lady out that has been a part, you know, fighting for us and show them a good time on the water. And like I said, it's not even about catching fish. It's just about spending time on the water. And like I said, we bring them in Thursday night, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and have different events throughout the couple of days they're in. So I know Sean's been a part of it. So again, if you have any questions about that, reach out to me and I'll get you registered or answer any questions you may have. But that's a really, really awesome part that Twisted Cat and SeaArk's a part of. And it's been going on a while. So Nate Moore, I'm going to try to have Nate Moore on here in the next few weeks. He is the president of Fishing for Freedom. And like I said, it's an awesome, awesome, awesome event.
It really is.
So, yeah. So what else am I missing?
Man, it's just a lot going on. I just still can't believe that tournament's right around the corner. I'm excited. We got around 165-ish people signed up right now. We're going to be sending out tournament packets for everybody that has be checking your email. And so anybody that has signed up, go and double check your registration on our page. You know, you can go to where you registered and then click the list of registered anglers and make sure that all of your, you know, your whole crew's on there. If not, shoot me an email at marketing@seaark.com and we'll make sure that you get fixed up. We got a couple to catch up on some team changes here and there, but we're in good shape. We're very excited. It's going to be a lot of fun.
So we've had a few people that are jumping on that have actually asked a little bit about the Owners Catfish Tournament indicator. Kind of go through like that week, the captain's meetings on Thursday night, kind of explain that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So if you're an angler that's wanting to be a part of that, kind of what do they have to do to be a part of that?
Absolutely. So it is a SeaArk Owners Invitational Tournament. So if you own a SeaArk, you get a team together, 2 to 3 members to come out, and we'll be at Ingalls Harbor in Decatur, Alabama. And so we will be meeting on Thursday evening. Registration, you have to have at least one member from your team show up for the registration. And registration is from 5 to 6, and dinner's at 6 p.m. So we're asking everybody to come out. I mean, the entire team. It's not just captains, but we'll have dinner for everybody, and we're going to have a sit-down dinner again this year. So come out, hang out with us. Jason Massengill is going to be going through the rules and all that, explaining anything, answering any questions you might have. And then we will, weather permitting, we're planning on having the tournament Saturday. That's April 20th. with again April 19th reserved just in case that we have some bad weather, this and that kind of thing. But yeah, man, it's Thursday evening, captain's dinner, Saturday the actual tournament. It's going to be fun. It's going to be a lot of fun. Anybody have any questions about the?
If you catch a fish, you have a chance to win a boat.
Oh my gosh, yeah! All you got to do is catch one fish. We're going to be giving away a lot of money, but most importantly, you catch one fish, you go into a drawing to win a brand new ProCat 200, powered by Suzuki. It is phenomenal. I don't know if any of y'all saw or were at Grizzly Jig. I'm sorry, at the Catfish Conference in Kentucky, Louisville, Kentucky this year. That boat's phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal.
And also, I'm going to see if I can't pull that picture up.
I've got one also. I'll send it to you. It is unbelievable. But yeah, we've had all kinds of folks saying it's going to be their first one.
And while John Ed's looking that up, a big thanks from me, from Twisted Cat Outdoors, as Sea Ark Boats has been a presenting sponsor for this whole 10 years. So a huge shout out to Sea Ark Boats for helping get Twisted Cat to where it is today. And like I said, in everything they're doing in catfishing and now with the crappie and stuff. So, a big shout out to Sea Ark Boats. Thanks for what all you guys do. And like I said, it's and like in the boat giveaway too, the owners events is really great, from the catfish, crappie, and poker run now. So somebody's going to go. And like I said, this is a fun event. It's not just to go and be competitive in Decatur at the Sea Ark owners event. It's to go have fun, the camaraderie at the dinner. A lot of people, it's the one tournament they fish a year. It's the one time a lot of families, a lot of kids. It's a really fun event to be a part of.
Yeah, it's what it's about. I tell you what, I've been here a year and a half now, and I've never seen a group like this. We have a really good time from a staff perspective. I'll say it over and over. We've got the best customers out there, and we get out there, have a great time. And we're blessed as a company to be able to do something like this and to give away I sent it to you on Facebook and on you got it.
So check that
out.
So somebody's going to win that boat right there.
Taking it home, period. Notice the walk-through windshield, the paint matched, motor. That thing is bad to the bone. Multi bars. It's
Colton Howe put the new multi-bar lights on there. So that is like I said, this thing's decked out. It's got power poles, which power poles a big sponsor for Twisted Cat Outdoors and also this Sea Ark owners event. So that's a sharp setup right there.
It is bottom land out from head to toe. That thing is unbelievable. Every year I say it, but this is my favorite giveaway boat yet. And then we'll be giving away one of the new Flex 19s at the owners crappie tournament the next month in May. So, man, we got a lot of fun stuff coming up. We really do. We're looking forward to seeing everybody.
And also, kind of, I think a lot of anglers that follow Twisted Cat, and this is kind of a good platform to explain that. But, they think Sea Ark Boats and they think catfish. It's a catfish boat. Kind of explain a little bit more. Sea Ark's not just catfish boats. There's a lot of other models. Kind of explain what all.
Yeah, honestly, I've been blown away just to see how much we sell anything from utility boats to, I got some video and photo the other day of one of our customers. They build these huge like on-water barge systems, and they're pushing these things down 100 miles down the river, delivering these things because they build these custom ramps and boat ramps and this and that. It's just anything from that to our river boats. We've got the Shadow line that anything from a 16 foot to a 24 foot. They're phenomenal. We also got our Easy series, which a lot of you that come to our poker run. Quite a few of you have those, and that's you can lounge. You got the best of both worlds. You can lounge. You've got the everything you need to tournament angle. It's just a phenomenal series. So of all sizes. And then you can pretty much, if you like to fish, if you've got the commercial line, if you've got this, it's pretty unreal. Let's hear from the Big Easy. What's that?
Big Easy. So Phil Brown, and he's got a question. He said, when is the deadline for the crappie side we need to be a part of, like for live scope? So Phil, we're just going to go over that actually the night before the tournament when we do our dinner. If you're going to be live scope and have live scope, you'll be in that division. If you're non-live scope, you'll be in that division. So it's something you just can't have. If you're going to be in the non-live scope division, you just can't have live scope on your boat. You cannot have that equipped. So you have to take it off your boat to be in that division.
Yep.
And like I said, like John Ed was saying, that's going to be at Truman Lake out of Warsaw, Missouri. That's going to be a really, really fun event.
I mean, you can literally register the day of. We recommend you doing it before so we can make sure you have, with CARC, we make sure everybody gets all CARC'd out. We have T-shirts, hoodies, hats, all that for everybody. If you're planning on being there, I'd go ahead and register as soon as you can. That way we can make sure we get numbers and everything like that. At a certain point, the price will go up just a little bit, but we will, registration's out there. If you have any questions whatsoever, shoot us a message. I'll be glad to help you out on that. No problem.
Lake Granada for the next crappie. Lake Granada, yeah. So I mean, like I said, we're just trying to spread things out from the poker run on the Mississippi River, the crappie tournament. And I was wrong, not Warsaw, Missouri. It's in Clinton, Missouri, at a Bucksall Resort and Marina. And again, like John Ed said, you want to register early so we can make sure everybody gets the swag, and then the catfish tournament's been in Decatur, Alabama. So, like I said, we have a lot of things on the CARC side going on. It's kind of like I said, it's growing every year from the catfish and now, doing this crappie owners, and even the poker run. Derek said,
yep.
Tournament, Derek, is May 18th, 17th, and 18th. One person will have to be there May 17th on Friday night.
Yep. It's gonna be fun.
I would not be great at crappie tournament. But I'm learning, and I'm trying to get you, I want you hardcore into this catfish stuff.
I'm down, man. I'll tell you.
I think you're going to be fired up about it.
Yeah, I'm already fired up. I just don't get enough opportunities, just running like crazy. So I'm excited, man. I'm going to get out there and see what I can figure out across all fronts because, man, Steve might even get me bass fishing. Who knows?
Yeah, I've seen Steve kind of got back into bass fishing. Hopefully he didn't quit catfishing altogether. Yeah, I know he's had a rough 2 years in the tournament world of catfishing, but
whatever.
Hopefully he didn't really quit and go back to bass, but I guess time will tell.
Oh, he's ready. I have a feeling he's ready at any time.
Yeah. So the poker run, Colossal Cats asked the poker run registration. When do we decide that we're doing that?
I think it was May 1st. That's when we're going live with it.
Yeah,
if I remember right.
May 1st. You're right. Yeah, Wednesday, May 1st, the poker run registration will open up. We're only going to take 50 boats this year. And that'll be out of Portage de Sioux, which is outside of St. Charles, Missouri, on the Missouri side of the Mississippi, and Pool 26. Yep. Really fun event.
It's the best.
Dennis Mayo said, my mail is forwarded to Florida. If I don't get the registration package for the catfish tournament, can I get the tickets and packet at the captain's meeting?
Yeah, Dennis, that's my fault. I remember getting an email while I was on the road the other day. We will be emailing all of the packets out and everything. So just to make sure everybody gets it, that kind of thing, that we'll be sending those packets out this week. So your email address should have been, when you registered, that was one of the requirements on there. So we will make sure that you get that by the end of this week. And you will be picking up your registration goodie bag. It's got all your teams, like your hoodies, your T-shirts, your hats, all that fun stuff. It will also have a bag in it that has, same thing we did last year. If you were there last year, it will have however many dinner tickets in it for your team. It'll also have, a couple things to put on your window, one for your truck, and then one to keep up in your boat for you. We're doing it a little bit different this year. I hadn't told you this yet, Alex. They talked in the office, and we're not going to be throwing chips to a chip boat. You're just going to drive by the boat and hold up your card with your number on it. and then we're going to check you off the list. So you'll have one card that you will pick up at registration. That's why you have to be at registration. At least one person anyway. You'll have one card that you put on the dash of your truck, and then you'll have one card that you put you keep in the boat with you for whenever you launch. So, and all this will be explained at the captain's dinner also. So, yes, sir.
Yeah, this will be more of a sit down dinner this year, correct?
Absolutely. Yep.
Nice.
Yep. But May 1st, poker run. If you're any at all interested in that and you haven't been yet, trust me, you want to make arrangements to go to that, because it is. I know I say this about every event, but it is one of the coolest things I've ever been a part of. We have a blast. All the games, we've given away some really cool prizes, and we'll do that again this year. And the fun day out on the beach on Saturday is just, there's sea arcs all over the place, and they'll be coming up and joining us. Not even a part of the event. They'll come up and start playing games and hanging out with us. It's a really cool deal. So definitely put that on your calendar. You got the dates on that? I've got it right here.
So they're asking, is the food as good as on Joe's boat? Yeah. So
June 21st and 22nd.
21st and 22nd. So yeah.
Yes,
so like
sir.
I said, that's the other third event. What about? Are we going to get you fishing? We need to get you in a catfish tournament.
I'll do it.
Actually, you did. You fished the Caruthersville last year.
Yeah, I don't know if you want to call it that, but I was out on a boat and I hung out with old Dougie Fresh and Steve Henderson while they were catching fish. We had a good time. But I was taking some photos, video. I'm gonna get out there. You just wait. Give me a little while, and I'm gonna figure out what I'm doing. And it's gonna be nasty.
Yeah, I mean, so your hometown is in. Kind of explain that, because you're kind of in a good little area to travel down to the Red River in Louisiana.
Yep. I am in Southwest Arkansas. So I'm in a town called Magnolia. Where Southern Arkansas University is right here. I'm about an hour and 20 minutes from Lake D'Arbonne. I'm pretty much, there's quite a bit all around. So, yep. We got some good stuff. So, yeah.
Tom just jumped on. He said, it's John Ed.
What is up, Tom? How you doing, buddy?
Come to St. John, Missouri. It will make the Mississippi look like preschool, Phil Brown said. So, hey, let me ask you this. Next Monday is the solar eclipse. Does it go through where you're going to be at?
From what I hear, it's going to be about 85 to 90% in my town. But if you go about an hour and a half, 2 hours to Hot Springs, it's supposed to be 100%, and it's going to be landlocked. From what I'm hearing, I got a buddy that lives there, and from what I'm hearing, there's going to be 80 to 100,000 plus people going to see this. And I've got another friend that has a couple of condos at Pettigene, and it's supposed to be 100% there also. These Arkansas folks, crazy. I'm telling you, they're all about this eclipse, and folks are coming from all over the place to see it 100%. So I plan on seeing whatever happens here in Magnolia, Arkansas, and staying put. But I don't know about y'all, but it should be interesting.
Yeah. So funny story. One of our new events this year is July 6th in Perryville, Missouri. And Perryville, Missouri is right in that stretch of the eclipse. So this Monday morning or Sunday night or Monday morning, which depending on hotel stays, I'm heading out and gonna maybe meet the chicken guy, and me and him are gonna jump in my boat and fish during the day. Like most people around the area don't even have school because of this big event. Yeah. So we might do our live podcast Monday afternoon. I think it's around 2:00. But where we'll be fishing, there's going to be 4.5 minutes of total darkness.
That's crazy.
Which sounds kind of crazy. So like National Geographic is going to be there, and they're talking about like how it affects animals and all that stuff. So we're going to see if we can catch fish in that time period or how all that works, and just have some fun and show people all that. So Monday afternoon next week, we'll be live on the water on my boat on my Sea Ark Dynasty during the solar eclipse. So we'll go obviously quite a bit early.
Very cool.
And we're gonna have Kirk Lucky, which he needs a nickname. I don't know if the Chicken Man is the nickname, because I think there is that we already got a Chicken Man, and I don't know how that's more of a Boot Hill deal. If Nooner, you're on here, you might have to explain that sometime. But yeah, so it's going to be really cool to be on the water to see the eclipse. So like, I don't know if I got to wear the special glasses. I need to probably look into that, because I know it's really bad for your eyes if you don't. So
yeah, I don't know much about that, but I do. I am, I say I thought about making the trip up to Hot Springs to my buddy's house, just because he's really into this. He's got one of these ungodly telescopes, which can't really do much with the eclipse with that. But I've thought about going up there and hanging out with him and kind of seeing it with his kids. So, but I don't know. It sounds like it's going to be pretty crazy in Hot Springs around that time. So I think I'll stay away. Literally landlocked.
So I was just messing around, and me and Liz were in Poplar Bluff. I don't know. This is probably 8 months ago, and we were just called because we knew that it was going to happen. So we're like, what? Let's call and see what the hotel cost. That Saturday, Sunday night, and the Holiday Inn was $800. That's crazy. But then you also can't just do it for one night. So the hotel rates are crazy. And you can't even get a room in most of these places in that area. So I'll probably be going to Poplar Bluff and staying with my mother-in-law, or staying at Kirk's house or something like that before I go to Perryville, because like everything's booked. They're even, a lot of these places are renting out like parking spots to even park in their town to watch this. And it only lasts a few minutes. That's what's crazy.
Man, that's wild. That is absolutely wild. Oh no, yeah, that's pretty cool that you're doing that, man. I tell you, that's I'll definitely be tuning in for that, because that's going to be interesting to see. You might catch your personal best out there right in the middle of the.
Yeah, I wonder if Little Rock has got school and all that, because like I know Poplar Bluff is out, and really that whole, because I'm just north of that band a little bit, so we're in school. Actually, Red is maybe this makes me a bad parent, but we're pulling Red from school on Monday, and he's going to go down and see it. I mean, I don't know. I don't follow all this stuff, so I don't know if it's going to happen again in my lifetime. But it seems to be pretty cool. I know a lot of people say that if you've not seen it, it's worth checking out.
Mountain Home, Arkansas. Cool. Yeah, I know Mountain Home very well.
Sounds I don't know. Like the tree placed in the bulbs or something.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting. It really is. I'm gonna be very curious to see what it's like out on the water like that. So yeah, I'm glad you're doing that.
Yeah, I mean, how cool is that? So like I said, and it's already in Perryville, and like I said, Perryville is another one of those locations. You got to try to make that event. Yeah. Obviously, you went fishing with Ryan Casey, some of the employees there. You stayed. Did you stay in an Airbnb at Perryville?
We did. Yeah, it was a very nice place. They're right outside of town. I can't remember the town, but it's a really cool area. All that around.
And where did you eat? You ate downtown Perryville.
Yeah, we ate at a place called Mary Jane's Burgers.
And it's supposed to be like really like there's signs everywhere for Mary Jane's is like one of the places that you have to eat down there. So
yeah, it's a good, really cool little town. Like I was very impressed. I mean, the food was probably some of the best food I'd ever eaten. I mean,
so really where Mary Jane's is at, that on that square shut down, and we're weighing fish on the square.
Right there. Cool. That's gonna be awesome. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anybody that goes to the tournament, definitely stop by Mary Jane's Burgers. It's phenomenal. Shout out.
Even for Tom to say that's the best burgers in the USA, that's saying something.
And their smoked wings. Oh my God. It's phenomenal. Got to check it out for sure. Shout out.
Yes, Aaron said he might go to Mountain Home, Arkansas for that. So yeah. I don't know. It's pretty. I can't. We're a week away from that. That'll be kind of cool. And who knows? Maybe the fish will be biting, and they'll be biting on chicken from Kirk Lucky.
You ever tried eel?
I'm just kidding. A lot of people do. A lot of people actually order that stuff in. Believe it or not.
There was some at the hotel that was shipped in. When we were at the Home to Suites there at Decatur. People at the front desk got a nice little surprise.
Yes, that's Chucky Cats. Or them,
Oh,
right?
yeah, that's right. I forgot. Yeah, yeah. It was the woman at the front desk was like, I don't know what's in this box, but it scares me. It must have been
Well,
some
so
slush in
Phil
there.
Brown is actually raising chickens, and I don't know if it's truly for bait
Is that
purposes,
right?
but yes.
Cool. So who is this chicken guy you were talking about? You said the
So
chicken
Kirk,
guy, quote unquote.
so Kirk Lucky, I've had him on here. He's one of the first anglers that have ever had spectators come wanting his autograph. And he didn't come to the weigh-in, but I'm telling you, like that is JT. You see JT's comment? Oh my. That might be it right there. Kirk, if you're watching, that's gonna be tough to beat, JT, right there. Kirk McLucky. Oh my, that is solid. So yeah, his name's Kirk Lucky.
Gotcha.
And he uses chicken. Him and Nate Bardo, I mean, he outfishes Nate with chicken, so they both ended up using chicken. And I didn't believe it for the longest time until this is his partner Nate, and then until they showed me the chicken containers in their cooler at a tournament. I'm like, this is nuts.
Go figure.
Wow. Kirk, you're gonna probably be watching this tomorrow or something, or yeah, that's funny.
Jeez. Yeah, I'm looking forward to next Monday. Then I mean, that's gonna be cool. I'll have to set a reminder.
Yeah, like I said, it'll be fun. Gonna have be on the water live, and as the weather changes and the sun's staying out a little bit later, we'll be doing some more of this Monday night live on the water, and also try to get some anglers. And something we talked about last week a little bit is getting back into the angler spotlights, where we pick an angler from the trail that fishes the trail a lot, and get them on get them on my boat, or we get out with them and we really do a video, an in-depth video of their history, how they got into fishing, and what they're using, how they're targeting fish and tournaments and all that stuff, and really try to get some of that information. We did that one with Kyle Johnson. We've had a few others, Jake Der Hockey, where it's some really good, valuable information.
Cool.
Even though, like I said, there's a lot of stuff out there on social media and YouTube and TikTok. You can learn a lot by just watching some videos, but all in all, time on the water is key and is always number one. But we're excited about doing some of that stuff too. And John, one of these days, I'm going to do a angler spotlight on you, I hope.
It'll happen for sure. I'm down. I hope it's interesting. We'll see. I'll get there. I'm having a good time though. I really am. I'm not. I'll be the first to admit that I am a big rookie, but man, I'm enjoying it.
Yeah. Well, like I said, it's just the first few times you go out there, and especially like I said with that live scope, man, that is something. Anybody watching tonight have live scope, or have they experienced live scope? I know some of the anglers are finding bait and catfishing. I mean, I know that it's pretty big in the crappie. I'm just kind of curious if some people are on here live scoping how that's working. Again, like I said, I got the power pull move on my Dynasty and used it for the first time this weekend. That thing is really just, the quality is awesome and it's extremely powerful. So like I said, going to be doing, like I said, we'll be live next Monday, kind of going over things on my boat also. A lot of that stuff is sponsored, products like Power Pull and Castaway and Pro Guide batteries. We've got the chargers from Pro Guide now. It's a lot of things.
Yep.
Someone's supposed to call me back and let me know. So sorry, Rusty. It's just been wild, nonstop for me, man. Nonstop. Actually, I had to take my truck for a recall this morning. So when we were on our CR call, I was at Menards. My dad had to give me a ride back. So hopefully going to go pick it up tomorrow. Just have to keep it up. John Berglund says live scope is awesome. John Williams use it for bait. Just bought one, pretty sweet technology. So yeah, a lot of cool things, a lot of cool technology. We see it'll be interesting how the coming years are with the technology from LiveScope.
Yeah, that video you showed me was pretty ridiculous. So that's pretty wild.
So do you think when you were out with Godwin that you would have caught as many crappie without LiveScope?
It was, for what it's worth, it was a very, very windy day. And so he said it was pretty rough conditions out there or whatever. We tried a little bit of long lining, and then we moved over to the live scope because I asked him, I just kind of told him I wanted to kind of see how that went. And so he showed me a few things. He was popping them left and right. I mean, it just blew my mind. Me, not so much. I mean, I caught, 8 to 10 or so, getting the timing and all that stuff down, but it was, man, it was very cool. I had a blast.
But and like you said, if you haven't used it, it takes a while. So when I was with Kirby, I was out in Kansas at a lake, and I mean, I can see my jig going down and all that, but then he would know I had a fish before I knew I had a fish. Like, he even felt the bite. He's like, fish, fish, fish. And I would just pull up and there's a fish. I'm like, how do you know that? It's like,
well,
crazy.
The crazy thing is, you got your trolling motor, and my problem is I'm sitting there and Godwin kept telling me, I told you to throw it in front of the trolling motor, not 3 inches to the left of it. And you've got to be accurate. I'm talking that thing, the trolling motor's pointing, and if it's pointing this way and I throw it like just barely, you just got to redo. And so I started getting more accurate with that. And when I finally got the timing down, you literally, I made a bad habit of hitting the fish with it. And so, of course, I didn't stop it enough time I didn't have the control over it. And so when I finally got it down, it's like you literally see the bait go down and the fish turns bright red right before it takes it. Because, I mean, before it bites on, it turns brighter. And it's crazy. The technology is unbelievable.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Well, soon you'll be catching some big catfish with me. That's going to be fun. Hopefully we get a chance to go out to the owners tournament in Decatur for a little bit.
Oh, yeah, I think so. We should.
Hopefully we got some good weather down there.
Yep.
Like I said, this live scope school. And again, Kirk, if you're watching, I'll be with you in a week. We're going to have some fun on the water, bring some chicken. I'll bring some skipjack. We'll play with live scope a little bit, see how that does. But yeah, man, I don't know what else. I think we've covered most things. Like I just wanted to jump on quick tonight and kind of go over a few things that are coming up. It's a busy week for me to get some things ready because after this weekend, it's kind of nonstop for a while for me, to Alabama and then Kansas and just back and forth into Pekin, Illinois. So a lot of big things coming up again. Everything is updated on the website, the points. If you have any questions whatsoever about registration, like I said, into the Sea Ark owner stuff, Fishing for Freedom. I'm pretty sure we're still taking boaters for Fishing for Freedom. Warriors registration has shut down. And then Alton Catfish Classic, that is open. And then Richard said May 11th, Calamus. So after May 4th, Milford, go to Calamus May 11th. Richard, I need to have you on here one of these Mondays. And again, next Monday, we might do something Monday night, but we're for sure going to be live Monday afternoon for a few hours on the boat with the world famous Kirk Lucky. And like I said, or Kirk McLucky, but he is really the only angler I've had. So like I said, there's been a few, but the first one this year, and this is like what I was saying last week, is we're starting to hit the sport's kind of getting where we start to have followers and people are coming to these events to watch, get autographs and stuff like that. And that's what's really cool. So hopefully a lot of these anglers are taking that and running with it and kind of building their brand. So that's pretty exciting to see that. Rusty has a room in my boat. One of you guys didn't get registered. So, well, they won't let me fish. I can't fish Sea Ark owners, but John Ed can't either. So
no, unfortunately not.
Unfortunately, we can't fish. We'd love to though. Maybe you can take us out on Sunday or something.
Heck yeah.
But yeah, man. So thanks for being on.
Yeah.
we got to do some more of this live stuff, but just like this, but on the water.
For sure. You just let me know when, we'll make it happen. When it slows down a little bit, if it ever happens, but no griping. We've been going 100 miles an hour lately.
I've learned the last few years is I always tell people, this is terrible. Once things slow down, I'm going to have a lot more time.
Yep.
And I've just come to learn that things just aren't going to slow down.
When you love what you do, though, you know what they say.
If you love what you do, you don't work a day in your life.
That's it.
I don't know. Yeah.
That's it. Very cool. Yeah, I'm glad I got to see you guys. If you want anything at all with the tournaments or anything whatsoever, go check out searklife.com. Let us know what you think. And yeah, excited, Joe. We'll see a lot of y'all.
Yeah, you'll probably see John Ed at a few of our events. Hopefully at Perryville.
Yep. That'd be cool. That's a cool town. Yep. Very cool.
So yeah. So hey, thanks, John Ed, for being on. I really appreciate that. And again, like I said, this is actually the goal when I started this podcast was like, okay, 60 minutes or less. Let's keep it short, sweet. And it's really just they've been all over the place. This isn't the shortest one, but for the most part, they're 2 hours. And Justin Clare, I don't know if because he was having some drinks or something, but it was a 3 hour and 15-minute podcast.
My goodness,
that's wild.
Yeah,
but
you got a lot of
good information. And for you, those of you watching, obviously there's quite a few on here still that that the deeper a lot of these podcasts go, these anglers that we talk to open up more and really give out a lot of information. So I've had calls on Tuesday and saying, hey, I just listened to the whole podcast again this morning, and there was a ton of information. Like, how did you get Ryan Casey to say all that? Or how did you get Justin Clare to tell you this? Or John Jameson? And that's what kind of this is about, is to really kind of get that information for the podcast and stuff. So.
Yeah, you're doing a great job, man. This is a really cool podcast you're putting on. So yeah, if I don't get to check it out exactly right when it's running, I always try to catch it up afterwards. So yeah, man, just keep it up. You're doing a good job.
Yeah, and I've been watching some the Bass podcast and stuff, and they're really good. Sometimes I got to figure out how to get this podcast on Spotify, but really I watch a lot of YouTube podcasts and just play them when I'm driving, because I drive a ton. I just let it play so that you'd have the audio. Obviously, the video's playing, but I don't know if they're good. And then obviously, if you haven't subscribed to Twisted Cat Outdoors on YouTube or Sea-Ark Boats on YouTube, make sure you subscribe. And like I said, that's where you're going to see the angler spotlight videos. That's where you're going to see some of the how-to, our installs on the power poles and stuff like that. Rhett actually helped me install the paddles on the blades, and kind of we explained how to install them, why, what they do, and then we're going to take them on the water and kind of show firsthand how they perform, and it kind of gets rid of your drift sock. So it's some cool stuff that we want to bring value to people. So again, thanks for being on. Have a great Monday night, John Ed, and everybody watching. Thank you. We'll see you next Monday afternoon for sure, and have a good week. Anything else you got left?
Nope. See a lot of y'all very soon.
Yeah. And for those of you still watching, if you haven't seen our Fort Smith tournament, I'll let that play for the closing. Again, thanks everybody. Enjoy this video. Fort Smith was awesome. And hopefully we see you April 20th in Decatur, and May 4th in Milford Lake. All right. We're out Monday night.
See ya.
That's a big fish. Wow. Look at that.
Hey everybody, we're here at Stop 4 in Fort Smith, Arkansas, along the Arkansas River, and also having Kerr Reservoir as an option. This is a nice area. We're down here at the Bakery District here in Fort Smith. There's vendors. They got 2 streets shut down that we're going to weigh in during their festival. They got bands all day. They got pub crawls. Everything you can imagine is going on here, from kids to adults. We're going to have a huge crowd. I can't wait. 7-9, our first team. Great job, guys. From Castaway Cousins for a total of $10,400 for a catfish tournament.
This fish weigh-in, something like we've never had here at the Base District. Again, a shout out to Twisted Cat Outdoors. We got another boat coming here shortly. This is cool. Isn't this cool, guys? This is great. Thanks everyone for coming out to our very first Base Street Race.
There's one. That's your second one. There's one. That's a mad fish. Wow. Look at that.
Can't wait to see if these anglers went out and caught, especially with the conditions. Again, like I said, thunderstorms Thursday changed everything. So if you were pre-fishing Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, you got to throw it out the window and start over. So again, we'll see if these anglers can adapt, overcome the weather, the water, and get a good bag of fish.
There you go. And Gerald. Let's give Brody a big round of applause. Oh, Father. Great job there. Let's run around with picture. Second place.
We're really excited today. We got 33 teams, and it's a beautiful day, and we can't wait to see what they bring in.
And now we get into some hardware. 99.79, shy of 100. Chris and Hunter Taylor, $1,320. 103.22, JT and Justin Ray, Robert Robinson, $1,980. Kelby Saki, Phelan Hogan, and Blaze Bray with 107.37, $3,960. But thanks everybody again. Hopefully we'll see you next year back here in Fort Smith. We're out.